Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Monday, October 25th, 2021. The tarot card for today is Temperance from the Tarot of the Golden Wheel by artist Mila Lysenko. You know, I always feel like someone's nagging mother when this card comes out, and the reason is basically because this is a card that has to do with health, but it also has to do with moderation, because moderation is very key to our health. And moms, what do? They tell you, eat your vegetables, eat your fruit, right? It's all about balance. This is a card of balance. Unfortunately, it's not, surrounded by, a devil card on either side of it. So I have to say that this is more in your favor here, okay? Because the devil would be, that addiction or whatever that has a hold on you. And temperance is about finding the balance to overcome them. So, this can be about anything. It doesn't have to be, food, drugs, alcohol, whatever. It can be anything where you feel your life is, a little out of whack. I always tell people that this is a card of focus, okay? Believe it or not, focus and balance, they have a lot to do with each other, because when we have a tendency to focus too much in one direction, things do become out of balance. And this could be an indicator that, you're focusing too much on the prize. The saying, keep your eye on the prize. But sometimes, and while that's a good thing, to be mindful of your goals, you tend to slack off in other areas, so to speak. So there's a lot of ways that you can apply this today, and you can use it where you feel that you're just not, maybe you haven't felt you've had what's the word I'm looking for? This isn't a willpower card, but I guess it could be, where you can't quite do it. Today is helping you, all right? And you may be finding yourself looking for that balance within the home and family. The moon is in Cancer today. So the moon is at home, which is always a good thing for any heavenly body, but it does tend to, make you want to focus on that security that's there. Once again, focus, balance. What have you got going on? And what do you need to bring into line? Because there are often struggles to be able to do this. It's not that easy to say, okay. I think one of these days when I get used to the idea of putting out a live video on TikTok or Instagram or somewhere, show you guys, like we'll do a card, and bear with me on this, okay? Because I'll put out different ones from different decks, so you really get a feel of what the card means. Because sometimes the typical temperance card that you see, the meanings are there, but there's some other decks that have done a much better job of explaining them to you. Like for instance, there's one, I think it's Book of Shadows, where they show a man and a woman seated at a table with like this sumptuous feast, glasses of wine. Yeah. So again, the key is moderation, knowing when enough is enough and how to manage yourself. So where do you feel that you are either, missing out when it comes to focusing, or focusing too much? There's definitely an undercurrent that's here of a hint from the universe saying it's time to manage yourself, manage your impulses, whatever it is, whatever that focus is. So that bottle of wine doesn't need to turn into a second bottle of wine, and I could go on about all kinds of things, because I realized that over the course of the pandemic, a lot of people did turn to things like alcohol, all right? Day drinking really became a thing when you didn't have to go to work. There's all kinds of things, and there is, even though we're trying to have some sense of normalcy, we're not. And finding your balance and finding your focus and being able to stick with, here in the U.S., it's Halloween at the end of the week on the 31st, right? We got Halloween. We still have Thanksgiving here, and we have Christmas, all the other holidays that come along as well. And what do? We overindulge. Yeah. So there are reminders that are here. I would say that this is pretty timely to come up to, say, hey, before the eating and binging season begins, do something about it. Make a plan. Figure out how you're going to handle, what you're going to do. You may be a recovering alcoholic who wants to, be around people and manage to cope. And that shouldn't be that difficult, all right? It really shouldn't be that difficult, because no one should expect you to drink and, or even encourage you. So there's many things, many conversations, like I said, that we could be having here. And you need to decide how you're managing, how you're focusing, how you're coping, and how you're balancing. I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.